Hi, my name's Cherry. I'm a 15-year-old artist making silly videos on the internet. I hope you enjoyed my first video, so let's get started. I've always known art Discord servers existed, I just never tried them because I was never that great at art, and I was too scared to talk to a bunch of strangers. But then I came across a bunch of YouTubers doing art Discord stuff, so I was like, hey, that seems pretty cool. I use this art Discord server called Pastries, I'll link them in the description, but they have this thing called free art requests and art trades, and I ended up posting something in the free art request, and I immediately got tons and tons of requests. But I settled on these two lovely OCs. Then I decided to do art trades because 2 was just not enough. I need to do at least 3 for a semi-good length video. And so I DM'd this lovely fellow and had the honor of drawing the cutest little OC ever. So first we have this little gal. She really caught my eye, and when I first saw her, because she reminds me of Sparkle from Honkai Star Rail. Now, I saw a bunch of little hands on the photo, so I was like, gosh, I should add a bunch of hands like in the photo. I know, so creative. So I went on Art Heaven and searched some hand references and found this cool art piece. So once I found my pose, I started sketching. Now, I have a problem when it comes to drawing hair. There's these little straight across bangs, kind of like bowl cut bangs, are so hard for me to draw. So I kind of end up just adding a bunch of swoops to them. Well, most hairstyles I end up drawing swoops too, but they're just so fun to draw. But because they get covered up by the hands, it's not really noticeable. My art never takes me that long, usually 1 to 3 hours depending on the piece, which is surprising because I like adding a lot of silly little details and stuff. I'm kind of running out of things to say. I'm not that great at commentary. Oh, wait. So I use Procreate for mostly all of my art pieces, but they don't really have any effects that I like. So I mostly use it for sketching and coloring, and then I use IBS for effect kind of stuff. I love adding random little stuff in the background like screen tone dots and Gaussian blur. I also recently found this noise filter, which I think is pretty neat. And finishing touches, and it's done. I really like how it turned out, and I kind of had a mini panic attack when I realized the amount of hands I was about to draw, but an easily Pinterest search and you can easily trace human hands, so it gives the illusion you can draw hands. Why do you think my little guy has her hands in their pockets? All of the art and sending was done beforehand because I wasn't planning on making a video, but I wanted to start a channel anyways, and I thought this was an easy way to do it. They ended up really liking it, and they were super nice. The next one is an art trade with this lovely lady. She wanted me to draw this amazing OC. Oh my god. I am a sucker for long, flowy, everything. And that's why almost every OC I have has this sort of wavy, flowy thing going on. And that's why I love when I draw other characters and they have these long, flowy outfits that can be over-exaggerated in the wind. Or long, flowing... How many times am I going to say flowy? Hair. I don't know how to segue into the next part of this yapping session, but... yeah, that's why I love Hatsune Miku's design so much. It's because of her pigtails. You can make those babies go crazy, and that's where I took inspiration for this piece. A lot of Miku art has her hair flowing in every direction, so I kind of wanted to do that with this OC. Not only that, but she gives me this space galaxy theme. I don't know why. Maybe it's the pigtails, maybe it's the stars in her eyes, but I ended up wanting to draw those 2020 galaxy wallpaper type skies. You know the ones I'm talking about. But I'm absolutely horrible at making backgrounds, and it kind of turned out okay once I added some effects in IBS and Procreate. And that's why you trust the process, because in the beginning, this piece was rough. But I feel like after I add my little special effects in IBS, do my thing in Procreate, it ends up coming out, pretty decent. I still think I could have changed a few things, like the second pigtail. I don't know what's going on there, but, I'll just pretend I know what I'm doing. But other than that, I actually was really proud on how this came out. I'm not great at dynamic poses, at all. So I normally just do bust, but this is kind of the first time I've done something with a full background. And when I look at this piece, it kind of reminds me on how far I've come in my art journey. Art is always, you will make mistakes, and I've made plenty of art pieces I do not like. But the point is just have fun, draw what you like, and once I started doing that, I enjoyed art more. Anyways, enough of that. Here is the final piece. I really like how the background turned out. I really wasn't hopeful. I really thought it was going to end up looking like crap, but I think for my first attempt at a kind of complex background, it ended up pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna be a little vulnerable. When I discover something new, I go into these kinda highs. Like, mostly when it comes to new art things. But I kind of do more than I can chew. So when I found out about this Discord thing, I immediately went, free art? Free art? And started telling people I'd draw their characters left and right. One thing about me, I have ADHD. So once the adrenaline wore off and it was time to draw, my heart sank. I didn't want to draw these people's OCs anymore, and I hadn't even put a dot on the canvas, and I was already tired. So I took a sketch from another drawing and I used it here. I know it's lazy, and I feel bad. Like, the piece came out okay. I'm not really proud of it, and I feel bad because they were really nice, and it kind of looked like crap. So I wasn't really excited to show it on YouTube, but sometimes it's okay to let the failure see some light. And then back into the box you go. It was a struggle. I don't know, but something the entire time just felt off. Maybe it's the green skin I gave her that I later found out she doesn't have green skin after I had merged all the layers. Or maybe it's that she has hair tufts that I found out after I merged all the layers. Honestly, I was too far down the hole to redo it, so here's the end result. It's not the best, but it's not horrible. Anyways, that's all for today. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, comment, and I hope I can do stuff like this again. Thanks, bye!